Hey everyone, how's everyone doing? Hopefully you can hear me okay. I'm sitting outside and metaphysical mama. There's some birds chirping and cars going by. But it's so nice out. I didn't want to sit inside. So holy, the bubble's about to pop energy, huh? It's like, um, earlier Papa Joe picked Queen of Swords. Three of Swords. And the Hangman. Take a good look at that one. Oh, baby. I know, he's like so chill, like, yeah. So I don't know if we should read those, and Four of Swords is on the bottom. I kind of wanted to read those. That's actually, if we want to get technical, this is like coming from Saturn, Neptune, Uranus, the cell. Um, this specific, hold up, because it was, wait a minute, yeah, this one. Queen of Swords. Get out of here. My battery's low. It just sucked like 20% of my battery for being on here for 2 seconds. So I guess I'm going to be quick here. Per usual. Well, not per usual. Anyway, oh my gosh. So that's what's been happening. I don't know if anybody else is feeling kind of like the phone. It's like stuttering, sucking up energy. It's like we're spinning around, getting sucked through the black hole, the vortex. And truly what's happening is again, I say this in a few videos, but if they're long and I tend to, babble a lot and say things in between because spirit speaks through me and I never know what is going to come through the air or the water, so to speak, or the cosmos or, so it's like kind of like my speaker here. It's like, or when you turn the TV on, it's like you could change the channel. We're a channel like that. Just like if you're watching this channel, right? As a person, we're also a channel. Oh no, there's a huge truck coming in. I'm gonna walk and talk. Let's get out of here. I'm losing my battery anyway. There's bugs biting me now. Motorcycles revving. Trucks backing up. Jeez. Beeping at me and everything. Anyhow. So, this energy's been a little kooky dooky. Kooky dooky? Where the hell did that fucking come from? Talks like that. That's not a word of mine. But anyhow, maybe somebody's grandmama coming through. Kooky dooky. So yeah, I think I'm gonna take a walk inside. We'll see if we stay alive in the Vibe Tribe while we're. There's the big truck. The culprit. Just kidding. So yeah, we're really getting hit with a lot of, like I said, gamma rays, solar mass ejections, or corona mass ejections. Sorry, from the sun, which the sun is alchemizing another element. Right, we're all birthing a new baby. So it makes us all feel a little crazy. It's like when a woman's pregnant, right? They're not usually generally themselves. Um, and so it's the same thing. And I'm going to go inside and do a video because there's so much going on that I do want to discuss. Like the assassination in Haiti and what that has to do with some stuff that they've been, right, promoting all over the propaganda box and stumbling all over. And just the words don't make sense. If you see it, I use the word inoculate a lot. I don't want to be like having my channel 2 flagged here, but inoculate. And then today, something else I watched about like insurrection. I have to look that word up instead of like resurrection. Um, so again, just pay attention. Use your wise navigation tools. Right, true north is where God is, and that is where the unseen is, and true triple darkness. So when the mind is clear and you can go into the heart chakra and ground and be in the void, there ain't no nationality or skin color there, or any other person, place, or thing to define if you can truly clear your mind, right, and get to that place. So any of the arguments and fights that are going on right now, and the chaos magic, sex magic, blood magic rituals, there's a whole bunch of shit going on that I've never even it's like I would never even mirror unless I listened to other outlets to gather the information to understand how come I feel the way I feel or what's been going on, and then that plugs in the clues, because it's like, right, then you're not crazy, obviously. I mean, I'm just to let you know, right, right, follow your guidance and your instincts. God wrote your constitution on your heart, and your soul has a absolute special purpose here, and when we have a feeling of dis-ease, right, uncomfortability as a human or as anything, right, an animal, we run, right, like the animals go by instinct. So if a storm's coming or what have you, they get ready to, right, go burrow or go hide or get safe inside somewhere, same as us, right? So we have an instinctual ability to do that, but we don't want to confuse lust with love, or the drive of the gut that pulls us like a fishing line, right, from the belly of the beast, the belly button. So when we engage and are able to find the electromagnetic signatures that come with the thoughts and the feelings that are, it's like connect the dots, right? As within, so without, or so without as within, or as above, so below as above, right? So whether you're talking about your physical body or, right, micro and the macrocosm, inside and outside, right? Inside self, the universe is inside of you. And that's how you can connect with what's going on outside in the grander picture of things too. Right? You have to connect the dots that we all mirror one another. It's like one big, long, live stream. Yeah. And there's nothing but love, truly. But so, all the fuckery going on, even that, it's like just send love to it. Because people only do that when they don't feel good about themselves, or they think that they're at the end of their rope and they have no other way, right? It's like karma and they ain't got nothing else to lose. But you do. Who told you you didn't have anything else to lose? You wouldn't still be walking, breathing, and able to make decisions right now if that was the case, right? So wisen up. You have free will to make better decisions, so do so. Instead of slopping all over everybody else's house and field, and it's like, would you like your car broken into, or your house, or your body, your crown chakra, your chakras, your vessels, your would you like that? All the extra stuff that y'all fucking around with. Again, treat others how you'd like to be treated. So you don't get to go crying wolf now. We ain't coming for you. Why would we? Like, the only rise you're going to get over here out of any of that is, like, yeah, I'm going to acknowledge it, and I'm going to definitely acknowledge the feelings I'm going through and the different in polarities and, right, alchemize and go through temperance by going through those thoughts and feelings and allowing time and space, right, to travel through those things. So when other people are taking, which everybody's for, again, it's give and then receive, not give and then what am I going to get? So it's being able to change the perception of how we think as, right, we the people. Because when we the people are just thinking, it's like, oh, I don't have, or da da da, we're living in fear. Look at it's like it's constant fear. For what? It's like, hold on, did you forget you could breathe? Take a walk outside. We tell our kids to listen. Can adults not practice this on a regular basis without pushing all this fear, porn, force of ridiculousness? It's like, I don't know what to say except grow up internally. 11 minutes and 29 seconds in, I said at 11:33. Numerology. So, yeah, it's like, I know when other people too are trying, or other beings, whatever, are trying to act like if it's like, oh, then if we're being judgmental or it's like, whoa, 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 Baloney, Babylon. Oscar Mayer has its own name there. Hot dog, hot diggity dog. Thought you're not supposed to eat pork. Sorry, that was rude. Just saying, though. Can't walk around saying that you're a vegan when you're, fucking Miss Piggy. Eating, pernil. Yeah. Just saying. It's all relative. Food for thought. Anyhow, And two, right, the trickery goes deep, or the deflection. So, like, don't fall for, like, the people that keep coming with a question and, well, how about this? How about that? And and they keep asking a lot of questions. They want to answer from you and they want to know your response. And then it's like, well, don't you think this way? Well, what do you feel about these people? What do you feel about that? They're just trying to set you up, and right, that's right there. That's their that's energy vampirism or narcissism, or in other words, assholism, Satanism, devilish fucking bullshit, trickery, yakubery, flubbery. you know. So just take it for what it's worth, and I don't know. Maybe we gotta all come up with we gotta come up with something like when we're aware of the fuckery, right? Like, meh, or it's like the price is wrong, bitch. But we don't have to like be even like that. It's just like, meh, like the buzzer goes off. Meh. Wrong answer. Meh. Or I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to think about that one. Thanks, Spirit. I was hoping you were gonna drop something down on me there. Anyhow, on that note, keep flying high. I'm going to probably bobble back on. I'm just walking around out here, but I'm on 4%, and I don't want to lose you before I fucking get cut off. I don't want to get cut off. So just dissolve cords, work with the violet flame. Anything that makes you feel uncomfortable, just pause. You don't have to make any decision or give anyone an answer or feel, right, like remember to breathe during those moments, because that's just, right, getting used to feeling uncomfortable. Yeah? Which is what we all need help with, right? Breathing and getting past feelings of uncomfortability. And, or less, right? Like the instant gratification. People do it: drinking, drugs, working out, working, fucking, inflating the ego, right? Having to have some kind of audience or applause or right somebody to affirm, right? Which again, a lot of people, everyone's just hurt. It really all just comes down to being hurt. So when people are hurt and they don't know how to express themselves, what do? Right? We hey cutie. You know, when we feel uncomfortable, and we don't have ability to express ourselves, we may blurt words out that we don't really mean, because right, we're not knowing how to express the uncomfortability that we're feeling inside. Right, we're unsure of something's not quite as we expected it to be, or what we thought, or there's so many different variations, right, to this. So just getting caught off guard, or right, again, this is the matrix crumbling. So that means belief systems, things that we thought we thunk, or we think we thought we knew, or this, things that we've all built and planned. It's like, it's okay to let go and let things, right, que sera, sera. Whatever will be, will be. And so keep breathing and just detaching with love during moments of, right, internal chaos and torture and dark night of the soul. Because it ain't no easy shit. And we're all going through it together. Just keep swimming. And this shit is super rough. I'm bobbling all over the place. So yeah. I hope with somewhat kind of grace, but yeah. Time will tell. Sometimes we got it and sometimes we don't. Sometimes we're graceful and sometimes we fall on our face. And sometimes we're not sure. And, at the fork in the road or the crossroads, when we're in a midterm or an interim or a whatever of, right, contemplation, again, you don't have to make a decision. And that could feel like we do, or we could have pressure from outside forces, whether they're seen or unseen, right? People that we know, family, work, friends, we went out, a loved one, a partner, could be some kind of sex, right? Like, you know, sexual experience or something, anything. We're, again, just trying a new food, right? So many, anything new, or someone tells us something different than what we've believed. It's like, huh? What? I try not to do that because I'm just like, I don't know. My reaction will definitely, a lot of time, it's like, first it's negative, but it's like, I have to look at that's just how I operate. So I see the negative first, and then I, right, say devil's advocate. I see the pie, and it's like, well, also, right, then there's that. It's like the scarecrow. Then you could go both ways. It's like, but then bring it back in again, right? It's like throwing a ball up in the air and letting it come back down, right? Like Newton said, gravite. So keep chewing on that thought. Allow it to elaborate more and give it some time and space to blow up like a piece of bubble gum. You got to chew it a little bit before you can blow a bubble. You can't just pop it in your mouth and blow one. All right, or shove it in, and this is 18 and older. Shove it in and expect, right, like miracles. Some you can, because like, as far as like, yeah, depending on what you're instantly gratifying, and that's what you're looking for, like, scratch off tickets, or like dime a dozen, but you don't really win too often on them, you know, for what it's worth. Things that are a dime a dozen are a dime a dozen, right? A diamond in the rough is a diamond in the rough, and you're a diamond. So just keep on keeping on, and like a geo or an amethyst, I use this analogy a lot too. It's like, it looks like the ground here, right? But then you crack that shit open and it's all crystal underneath. But we don't want to crack the earth open anymore. No more fracking. Stop it. And some crazy shit's about to go down. We got like the banking systems, and again, everything is all planned though. So it's not like, it's just, right. It's like, cool. We're in transition of change. So just keep giving the momentum to the positivity and allowing things to change as we go, right? I'm going to keep saying the serenity prayer because it keeps coming up, right? God grant me the serenity to accept the things that I cannot change, the courage to change the things that I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. It was just 20 minutes and 20 seconds, and so that 2020. So I finished 2020 vision. Tink, 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 tink. And that's a really good, and when in doubt and when your head's getting too crazy and too many thoughts and too many feelings and they all come racing in and everything's like a, storm, chaos. We can't think clearly in that moment. It's like we just got injected with a funnel of, confusion, Confucius, God energy, alien, foreign substance, right? I'm not quite sure why anybody's sticking anything else inside their body. It's like your body will do just fine on your own if you trust yourself and what's going on inside of it. You learned how to walk on your own, didn't you? And ride a bike and drive a car and cut vegetables with a knife without cutting harming your fingers, hopefully. Most often. Sometimes we do, right? Sometimes we have an accident and get a boo-boo. But we're pretty intelligent beings, and we're quite capable of taking on new tasks and being a little more open-minded and allowing, right? Having a little more allowance like we beg our parents for when we're little. But you got to do good in order to receive an allowance, right? So, the U.S. cash dollar isn't worth the dirt that I'm standing on. Well, the dirt I'm standing on is worth a hell of a lot more, honestly, right? 6:33 p.m. presently. You know, bearer bonds and stuff like that, and other, you know, rare metals and precious jewels and parts of the earth and the underground and above and all the spaces in between. They don't belong to anyone in particularly, but they're all parts of all of us. So it's like to connect with the parts that you truly are should be the goal. And that's how you really dive into the rabbit hole, right? And don't worry about all the rabbits fucking everywhere else. Worry about your own rabbit holes that you got to jump into and collect your eggs and your jewels. And, some of it's going to be like haunted house scary. Um, and then once you get past, it's like a roller coaster, right? It's like, and then, okay, and then it's like, then you're gonna laugh. Remember, it says that in like the Bible and all that too. It's like, right at the end, everybody's gonna laugh. So it's like, hold on, because there's a lot of like, bipolar activity going on, right? Polar opposites, right? There's positive and negative. There's equal opposite to everything. Period. So do I not acknowledge something or pretend or act as if, not everybody has to handle everything. Know what you need to handle. And you can only know what you need to handle because you know who you are and you take the time and the space to allow yourself to be at a place of ease by using your tools like breathing. If you have to hum, get the fuck outside like I am right now and just take a walk, get a few minutes of air, just even if it's for a few seconds. Take your shoes off and be barefoot in the grass, right? Connect, take a bath, do something in a moment to make yourself feel better. Think of one thing you're grateful for. Think of something that makes you happy. A good memory, right? Counteract what you're experiencing, or sometimes we have to allow, right, something scary. It's like you go to the dentist, you go to the doctor, it's like, all right, we may not like those experiences. They may not be the most comfortable, but sometimes we got to go do it, right? So sometimes we have to go through uncomfortable things in order to, right, know where we're at, right? Do our checks and balances. So that's it. That's all it is, right? I'm going to try to keep this nice and short and sweet. 6:36, and I like that all up in the mix, and we're 25 minutes in, 24, just under. So on that note, I think I'm going to, should I pull a card? Let's pull a card. Let's pull a card. Let's pull a card. Where am I going to sit? Hold on. I'll sit right here. I'll sit right here for a hot, hot sec. I think I might be able to, because now my phone ain't sucking up so much juice. It's like just hanging out at 4%, like a good little baby. So grateful. So let's see. Hold up. Here, man. Put it back up here. Oh, bear with me. I'm sitting like on a curb in a parking spot right outside my residence. I think I'm gonna pull a crystal card because that's what I'm being guided to do. So let's see. 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 Try to get a little higher there. And holy moly, it's so hot. Sorry, this is like suffocating me. Can you still hear me? Okay. I hope. I hope. So yeah. You know, I think that the more we, well, as individual beings, well, I know for a fact, work on, right? You move a thought, you move a muscle, you change a direction. It's like, you know, when you're driving, it's like, oh, I'm going to go that way. Oh, so it's like all of a sudden, and then you're able to have movement where you thought you were stuck. Right, we can drive ourselves nuts going through too much contemplation and overthinking and overanalyzing, and or being in an uncomfortable feeling, and then we run from it. Right, it's uncomfortable, so we run. Ooh, what we got? 24 aura light, number 24, aura light 23. And rainbow Mayanite on the bottom. That's so pretty, and it's like sunset right now. I love that stone. Let's see. I don't know if I'll be able to read both. As above, so below. We got one on the top, one on the bottom. Let's see what it says. So Auralite 23, and there's number 24 within that. And we still at 4%, so it's so funny that that's hanging out at 4. 4 for foundation. Hope you can hear me okay. Alright. Auralite is the soul, Auralite 23, the soul connector. Auralite 23 has a sedative effect on the mind, stilling it so that profound healing and conscious connection with your soul, the universal mind, and higher dimensions occur. So fucking cool. I love how timing is so perfect. And today's July, I think, 25th, 26th. It's Monday, 2021, according to the calendar at Gregorian Julian square with boxes one. Over here. All right. You are a multi-layered soul on a course of accelerated spiritual growth. You came to Earth to share your knowledge. You have an ability to move between different dimensions, to anchor new vibrations into the Earth plane. The slowness and seeming impossibility of this task have brought disillusionment and discontent. But do not despair. Raise your own consciousness and others will follow. That's exactly what we're just saying. See how cool Spirit works? Spirit radio, baby. Ring. All right. Recognize that you are an integral part of humanity. Center yourself in inner peace, right? And send yourself love. It's like you're worth it. You are perfect, perfectly imperfect, right? We all are. That's why I say I don't mind how I come. I come on here. Sometimes I could show my face. Sometimes no. Sometimes I got makeup on. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I get knocked off. It's like whatever. It is what it is, right? Isis is what it is. And there's me right in the middle, the third pillar, right? You gotta balance everything out. Like, make sure that I'm not swaying too much any direction, or right. I went running out my body without checking to make sure I shouldn't have crossed the street, right? Let the chicken cross the road. Don't be that chicken. Especially now. The foxes are in the hen house. Sorry. What time is it now, Mr. Fox? But check in what time it is for you now. Don't listen to what time you thought it was before, or what you're supposed to do in a routine. We've been on a merry-go-round for a very long time, right? So in order to get off that merry-go-round, you're gonna have to give yourself some time, because we've been spinning on it a long time. Yeah, so it's like once you get off, then you got to give yourself a little time to like readjust, right? To you come off an elevator sometimes, like whoa, right? So allowing yourself again time and space to acclimate, right? And that's how you control the weather too. If you let your shit go flying all over, you're whipping out elements and chemicals and shit all over the place. That's the virus right there. Right? My nose itching. Confirmation. Anyway, okay. So center yourself in inner peace and connect to your higher mind before making a decision. Beneficial contacts come through friends and family. And that's what, if you could feel it, if you're like, we're like, there's a lot of stuff, right? We're living on the edge. So as we're like approaching this climax, right? Only way to go from there is where? Oh no, we might get boomeranged around the moon or some shit. Slingshot. So we go up and down and all around and back and forth, and we're all over the place all the time. So it's just finding your place in the now moment, right? What time is it, Mr. Fox? The time is always now, right? So remain present in our now moments just takes a little practice. And truly, we have nothing but time. If you don't give yourself the time to breathe and center self and come from a balanced place internally, go through different thoughts and feelings and new things that come in, or new things that, or some things maybe it's like, I don't really like this, I don't really feel like fulfilled anymore, right? So it's like we got to do some check. We got to go through our internal closet. Got to shower every day, brush your teeth every day if you do, right? I mean, you don't have to, but I don't always. My hair, I didn't brush it today. I showered and braided it last night, but I woke up and went to the gym. I woke up like this. Oh, my neck hurts. I'm like leaning down talking to you like a cripple. So let's see, maybe it's better. I don't know. All right. So yeah, just give yourself love. If you don't, who's gonna? Let me ask you that much. If you don't, then who? If not now, then when? And don't confuse lust and fear with love and hate, or love and, right? Again, judgment comes from an unprocessed feeling and thought. Right? So if everybody's running around saying all this stuff and nobody knows what's really going on, well, lots of people have to do lots of like breathing. Yeah. And chilling out. Because it ain't going to help nobody to be running around like the sky's falling with right? People that are just firing off cannons. What are we in the frickin'? We're all in the frickin' boats in the middle of the battleship. It's like, fire! Fire! Yeah! And then what? It's like, they did that. Well, what'd you fire for? Because they said what? It's like, hold on a second. I don't know who lives life that way, but like, yo. Well, that's like, right, the deficit that we're all in. So, again, yeah, this is just spiritual alchemy and spiritual growth. Please don't feel offended about what I'm saying, because I'm one of those little tiny brats too. You know, it's like we're brilliant scientists and we're little brat Capricorn kids. And I'm not a Capricorn, but Capricorn, I'm a physical being, and our right Copernicus, our physical born day, your sun sign. That's part of right. That's our ego and our Capricorn self. So, but the Capricorn's the goat's also a sea goat. You know, so anyhow, I'm jumping around again. All right. Recognize that you are an integral part of humanity. Center yourself in inner peace and connect to your higher mind before making a decision. Sorry, I just. Beneficial contacts come through friends and family. It is not so much what you know as whom that counts now. And that includes higher beings. So you're going to get messages from spirit. You're going to have, it's like, Scrooge. So, again, breathe. This is kind of really fun stuff. And you know who you are. So anything that makes you feel uncomfortable, again, it's like if something enters your house, you get a bug in there. It's like, hey, right? Or something. So same with anything else, use your discernment. Salt is a good purifier. Incense. Smoke is a purifying stream. Those are people that are talking about smoking and tobacco too. Look shit up. Tobacco is a sacred plant. So is marijuana. That's why it's legal now. Because everybody wants to make money off it now. And again, yeah, tobacco is just charged a lot of taxes, and we only pay taxes when they claim that we're in war. So they have to keep making excuses what everybody's fighting for. Somebody's red, someone's blue, someone's black over there, and someone's brown too. And then this one over here is like, wearing coconuts on his butt cheeks, and how dare he? And that one's wearing purple pajamas, and that one's running around with a monkey, and this one's a kangaroo. It's like, well, what the fuck? Right? I don't know what I just said. It was retarded. That was just like the silliest stuff that ever came out of my mouth. But yeah, anyway, it's like, that's like literally what we're watching though. It's like we're watching a bunch of adults like, I want the blue square. I wanted the red circle. I wanted the purple star. Holy shit, Lucky Charms. It's like, what the serial killer. Teasing. Ancient grain goddess though. Grains. Separating the wheat from the tares. The gold. Right? Gaia, the earth is a living, living. It's living. All these trees and bushes, they're living and breathing, right? We have symbiotic relationships with many things. 1%. Higher beings, lower beings, yourself, internal beings, interdimensional. Aligning to as above, so below, as without, so within, leads to a sense of rightness and immense well-being. Exceptionally high frequency, chakra, soul star, and stellar gateway cleanses and aligns all. Timing, Aquarius, and we just had the full moon in Aquarius. Ooh, ooh, buck moon. Buck, buck. And reconnection of ego, soul, and higher consciousness. So all that ego shit and all that Jezebel witchcraft shit and all those things that have been bitches that have been getting paid to do, drink the wine and forget your love and only think of me. Watch the movie Ring of Nibelung, or look up the Ring of Nibelung. I'm gonna lose y'all now because I got 1%. But they're just the same old story, same old song and dance. Just names and faces kind of change, especially when they play, right? Multi-dimensional, right? Like, let me wear your fucking closed skin and fuck your, mess up, mix all the bloodlines. Let's just mix everything up to gray. Because all the colors together make gray. That's a super good Dave Matthews song. Oh, Dave Matthews just put out a new song. I didn't even listen. I saw it popped up yesterday. Something about travel or walk around the moon. Woo, woo. I'm going to go listen to that right now. I love you. If you'd like a reading or like, just to tap in and get some energy clearing, metaphysicalmama.com. No, not yet. Metaphysicalmama at Gmail. And, which I'm not really good at checking either. But, when the time's right, it'll happen. You know what I'm saying? Insane in the membrane. So on that note, 40 minutes in is good in 30 seconds. And 1%. Peace out. I love you so much. Thank you for coming. And love yourself. And, just work from there. Just keep telling yourself how much that you love yourself. Because the more you love yourself, the more other people will be able to see you shine, and nobody will be able to trespass and cross those invisible lines. You know what I'm saying? Just keep swimming. One big fish. Later.